Alright, so I've been wanting to do this for a while now, since the last time I tried an Enneagram test. It was way too long and it was really tiring, and I didn't want to sit through it all. Um, so I asked on a personality database, for an accurate Enneagram test that isn't super long. So, that way I could just, take the test, explain my answers, um, and like it wouldn't be super long and it wouldn't be like really tiring. And yeah, let's get started. um Now I just want to preface this by saying, uh for a while I was sure I was a 4 wing 5 in terms of Enneagram, but I've also tested as 5 wing 4 and 7 wing 8. Now, I'm not really sure about my Enneatype or Enneagram type. Um, and I want to finally determine for sure. And I think posting this video might actually give me a head start. I guess I don't know. Um, Choose cards based on what has been true for you most of your life, most of the time, not who you could be, should be, or want to be. Okay, select the cards by comparing the overall group of words and images against each other. Throughout the test, you will see many of the same cards and compare them. Okay. Select image cards in order of preference that you identify with most. Um. Hmm. Why is it? Huh. Okay. This is a bit different from what I've seen. Pretty cool. I don't know. Uh, Managerial. Yeah, right. I'm not like that. Uh, Self-revealing, mysterious, intense, enigmatic, beauty. Know and express my own uniqueness. Hmm. I don't know. Pros and cons. It depends on the situation. I don't know why I find that really funny. Um, but spontaneous, fun-loving, imaginative, freedom, seize the day, excitement, innovative, idea person, uh, protective, forceful, personal code of honor. These are interesting cards, to say the least. Vision. Okay. Oh, I see how this is. So it's like, okay. So these are like, I guess traits that, um, sort of adhere to certain. I see. Hmm. I don't know. Uh, I'm not very task oriented. Nor am I focused or efficient. Uh, Done. A performer? No, not even close. Not even close. Um, this is like the least me one on here. Honestly, this baby right here. Um, uh, this one also wasn't very me either. Um, I wouldn't say I'm a very caring person, nor am I very proud necessarily. Queen of Hearts. I don't see. Um, yeah, I wouldn't I wouldn't say I'm like this one either. Self-revealing, mysterious, intense. I don't know. I mean, I like things that are unique, but I wouldn't say I don't know about this one. I think out of these three, this one would be a bit closer to me, I guess. So I guess that one, that's probably the closest to me, even though I don't feel it exactly. I'm not sure. Hopefully I'm not too, like, biased. I don't know. I don't know. Uh, I am kind of eccentric. I'm kind of eccentric to a certain degree. Uh, I wouldn't say I'm too impersonal. Uh, I'm fairly self-sufficient. I mean, the most I can do self-sufficiency wise is like cook for myself. I don't know if that's like um data's okay. I wouldn't necessarily say knowledge is power. Knowing things can be good and useful sometimes, but like to a certain extent, I feel like knowing everything would be kind of like boring. Like it'd kind of suck because like there'd be nothing new to experience. That's sort of been a thing I've been thinking about lately. I don't know. So far, this is only describing me like a little bit. Same with this one. Like no express my uniqueness with this one. That's like the only thing here that like describes me. I won't say I'm super intense or mysterious or anything like that. I'd like to be unique though, but I wouldn't say I'm completely that way. But I did pick this one anyways because it feels the closest to me, I guess. Um so far this is like a little bit close to me. I wouldn't say I'm super investigative. I can be investigative when I want to be. Like if I find something interesting on YouTube or whatever. But I wouldn't say it's like a core aspect of me. Um I'm decently perceptive, I'd say. I don't know. Questioning things is good. I wouldn't say I'm a super pros and cons type person. Uh, I like sincerity, but I don't know. It depends. It depends. Okay, okay, it got me here. It got me here. I just said it depends on the situation. I don't know. I think these both are sort of me, but not really. I'd say I'm brave, actually. Cautious, not really. I don't know. This one's a little confusing to me. I I'm I'm a very it depends on the situation guy, but I'm not very cautious at all. I don't know. I don't know about this one. Um, to be honest, I like freedom. Uh, I I'd like to think I'm imaginative, but I don't know. Um, I did have some ideas for SCPs I wanted to write a while ago. Uh, and they got rejected. I do like to daydream a lot. Um, so I guess maybe that describes me. Innovative. I think innovation's pretty cool, but I don't know. It depends on the situation when it comes to me in this. Like, I can be innovative, like, if I want to be. That sort of thing. That sort of dealio. Um, excitement. I like excitement. Of course I like excitement. Who doesn't? But, like, I'm not too sure about... idea person? Kind of. I can be spontaneous, although I don't. I'm not normally like if I'm in a good mood, I can be spontaneous, but um when I've been through like a lot of anxiety in like the past, I tend not to be. I don't know. This one, it sort of depends on how I'm feeling. I can really strongly desire freedom, and I do really strongly desire freedom. Um, Seize the day. Uh, I mean, kinda, yeah. Um, I don't know. I'd say out of all of them, this one would be closer to me. I don't know if I'm very feisty. Um, Nor am I very loyal. I guess it depends on who you ask for loyalty. Like when it comes to friends, I can be loyal, but I don't like loyalty to authority. So, I don't know. I'd say this one's closer to me a little bit. Oh, 3 images? Oh, I see how this works. Okay, okay. Oh my god. I just wasted all my time. Okay, uh, hmm. Which one describes me more out of these two? Uh, mm, I'm not very task oriented, but I'm also, not very altruistic. Like, I'm even less, like, I care about the needs of others. So I guess, yeah. Um, I already talked about these. I'd say this one describes me the most, like just barely. And then between this one and this one, I'm not entirely sure. Uh, I think some of these are important, but I wouldn't say they describe me. So I'd go with this before that one. All right. Commanding. I wouldn't say I'm commanding. Forceful when I'm angry, yes. And also in terms of like playing video games, like I can have an aggressive play style in some games, like with Dark Souls and stuff like that. But in my natural state, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm very forceful unless you like piss me off. Um, Tough-minded, not really. I guess it depends what you mean by tough-minded, but just the word tough-minded sounds kind of to me. I don't know. I wouldn't say this one describes me too much. Um, Generous. I can be sometimes. Like when I was younger, I used to be really stingy, but like if someone asks for something and that from me, I can just I wouldn't care too much. Like if they wanted like a thing that I have, I wouldn't, and they asked for it, I wouldn't care if they had some of it, you know. Uh, Protective depends on what it is. Um, Confidential. Uh, Not really. Eh. Personal code of honor. LARP. LARP. Absolute LARP. Um, I don't know. Personal code of honor just seems like a LARPy like 4chan Nazi thing. I don't know. Um, I'd say I'm pretty accepting. Yeah. Um, Agreeable. Depends on what it is, what the topic is. Enduring. Kind of. Kind of. I'm. People have said that I'm kind. Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm a mediator. Um. Uh. I don't know. It depends. I don't know what consensus means really. consensus. I don't know what the context of that is. Power of patience, persistence, and resistance. I wouldn't say I'm very patient, and although I can be persistent sometimes, I don't know. This one so far is closer to me than the first one, so I'll go on to the next one. Know the rules! Ugh, standards. Ugh. Oh, fuck no. Eagle eye. Methodical. Methodical actually depends, but most of this is just cringe. Ugh, etiquette. No. This is like the least me thing ever. The right way and the wrong way. Ugh. Brrr. Cringe, cringe, cringe all around, mostly. Say this, then this. Personal best, ambitious, adaptable, achievement, success, polished, be the best I can be. I wouldn't say I'm super success-oriented. So he's like an accomplishment sort of person, I guess. I can be adaptable sometimes. Yeah. People have said that I am adaptable. I wouldn't say I'm super achievement-oriented, though. I don't know. This one seems sort of iffy to me. I mean, the only thing that really describes me here is adaptable. So, I don't know. This is supposed to be like a bullseye. I don't know. This one is sort of iffy with me. Visionary, creative, colorful, optimistic. Oh no, the Karen catchphrase. Live, laugh, love. Oh, diverse, joyful. I generally can't stand joyless people, so to an extent that describes me. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm magical. Diversity, I'd say is a good thing. I'm not sure what this supposed to means and whether it applies to me or not. I can be pretty creative. I've got that. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm kind of split between the first and the second one about how much they describe me, so I'll just move on to the third one and talk about how much it describes me, I guess. I'm not a leader. I'm not super power-oriented. Don't underestimate me. It's a shonen protagonist vibes. This just gives me shonen protagonist vibes. I wouldn't say I cut to the chase all that much. I mean, I can get impatient with people if they're like talking for a long time, but cut to the chase doesn't really sound something that something that I'd say all that much. Again, I'm not super strength oriented. I don't care all that much. I used to be when I was really young, but now I don't really care about that too much. Justice Maker. I like, to be honest, I do like a little justice. I think that's valuable to some extent, but I wouldn't say I'm a justice maker, necessarily. I mean, I guess if you piss me off, I'll want some semblance of justice for you, hurting me, I guess. But I don't know. I wouldn't call myself a justice maker. Protector. I mean, I think protecting the weak is good, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd call myself a protector. Yeah. This does give me some shonen protag vibes, which Um, I'm not really sure I identify with too much. I don't know. I'm kind of split between these three. Um, I'd say, um, I don't know. I'd say like this one describes me more than these two, and I don't know. Um, I neither of these really describe me all too well. Um, I guess this slightly more than the other one. Um, Select image cards in order of preference. Okay. I'm not very disciplined at all. Nor am I organized or responsible. Uh, I guess doing the right thing is good sometimes. I'm not very instructive. Uh, Integrity, appropriate, improvement. Improvement can be good in some situations, but it's not something I obsess over. I don't know. This doesn't describe me very well at all. It's kind of eh. Um, Attentive, congenial, uplifting, demonstrative, appealing. I'm so glad you are here. How can I help? Yeah, this doesn't describe me at all either. Neither of these describe me. Devil's advocate, think things through. Vigilant, worry, careful, plan for the worst case scenarios. I don't know. Is this saying no fear or just fear? I don't know. I don't prepare very much at all. I can be skeptical, yeah. I won't say I have a plan B very much. I'm not sure what this is supposed to symbolize, like just going into a mess and like balancing. Um, I don't know. I still can't tell if this says no fear or just fear. Um, and like no is supposed to be something this type of person always says. I don't know. Um, I wouldn't say I'm very often a devil's advocate. Like if I'm like stressed out, maybe, but like maybe a very very big maybe, but I wouldn't say I'm very often a devil's advocate. Nor do I think things through. I don't know. I'd definitely say that this one describes me better than either of these. Um, but I don't know which one of these describes me better. I'd say the first one describes me better than the second one because improvement is something I value to a certain extent. But like I've had moments where I've wanted to improve myself, but I wouldn't say improvement is something I value greatly or think about much. But I'd say this describes me at least a little bit better than this. Personal quest. Compassionate, sensitive, special, melodramatic, introspective. Life is a search for meaning. Intuitive. I mean, I think to a certain extent, we all have like some want for meaning in life. I guess. I wouldn't say I think about it too much. Um, I can be introspective in a certain mental state. I don't know. A lot of these just depend on how I feel in the moment, really. Um, I wouldn't say I have like a personal quest or anything. I can be compassionate sometimes. I also think compassion's a good thing. I can be compassionate sometimes. I wouldn't say I'm super sensitive. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm like too sensitive necessarily. Melodramatic, yeah, that can get kind of annoying. Like like really melodramatic people can be kind of annoying sometimes, if I'm being honest. I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm very special. I wish I was, but I wouldn't say I'm very special. So far I'm not like too sure about this one. Cerebral, conceptual, observant. I can be pretty cerebral sometimes. I am very quiet. And solitary. I wouldn't say I'm too strategic or emotionally detached. I do have strong emotions usually, but like I've been going through a lot emotionally. I don't know if I already said this or not, but I have been going through a lot emotionally recently, and like I've just been very numb emotionally. I definitely wouldn't say I'm emotionally detached though. Um, I can be observant sometimes. Um, I'm fairly self-sufficient, as I said before. I feel like this one's kind of repetitive from like the last one. I think. Um, I don't know. This one is largely iffy on me. Both of these are pretty iffy, if I say so myself. Easygoing, humble, harmonious, universal. See all points of view, patient, peace-seeking, unpretentious. I'd say I'm pretty unpretentious. I don't know if I'm necessarily peace-seeking or patient. I can actually be pretty impatient sometimes. Um, Humble, not necessarily. Depends on how I feel when, about that one. I'm generally pretty easygoing. Uh, Harmonious, I'm not too sure. It's not something I really care about all that much, to be honest. I don't know. With these I'm very iffy. Um, I don't know. I'd say the middle one describes me just a bit more, dude. The solitary and quiet. That one, solitary and quiet one resonate with me a lot, even though I wouldn't say I'm very emotionally detached. Um, and then, I'm kind of stuck between the first and the third one as the second one that describes me the most. Um, I don't know. I can be humble sometimes, actually, now that I think about it. I wouldn't say I'm super peace-seeking or harmonious. Uh, I don't know. I think this one actually, describes me a bit better than the top one. Uh, um, Moral compass, conscientious. I'm like the least orderly person. This supposed to be like judgmental, like the personality trait, or is this just someone like judging? Um, I think having principles is good to a certain degree. I wouldn't say I'm super hard on principles necessarily. Um, I'm not very orderly at all. Um, I wouldn't say like I can be fair, but like if you piss me off, I can be unfair to you. Like if you like if I change, I become like a different person when you piss me off. If you've noticed already, like if you piss me off, I'll just want you to suffer. Honestly, um yeah, I value fairness to a certain extent. I'd say, but like I'll just throw that out the window like as soon as you piss me off. I I usually either care or don't care about this depending on how I feel. Um, I don't care. I don't really care about doing things right too often. I'm not super perfectionistic. This one mostly doesn't describe me so far. So, I'm not very goal-oriented, yeah, this one doesn't describe me very well. I'm like the least productive, are you kidding me? Yeah, no, this one definitely describes me the least. Um, I'd say I'm pretty aloof. Um, yeah, I have to conserve my energy kind of describes me. Yeah, um, I won't say I'm all too scientific, but science can be interesting sometimes. Depending on my mood, I can be concise. Uh, out of these, I'd say this one describes me the most, and then this one would be second. Um, Complex, beauty, tasteful, individualistic, find meaning and depth, aesthetic, elite. Ugh, I hate elitism. I hate elitism so much. But I think complexity is cool also, but like, this one, I like aesthetic also, but like, deep. I don't know. This one just seems like a little bit pretentious, but not really. There's a few things I like in here, or a few things that reflect me, but I wouldn't say this one describes me all that well. I can be individualistic sometimes. That's like the only thing in here that really describes me. Like in terms of personality, I can be kind of individualistic, I'd say. Also, I do value aesthetic. I hope I'm not like repeating myself too much, I guess. I don't know. The problem solvers. This one doesn't really describe me all that much too. I'm not very I don't know. Am I very dependable? I don't think I'm very dependable, to be honest. Avoid trouble. That one kind of depends. I mean, I can be supportive sometimes. I tend to be friendly. Yeah, I'd say this one describes me a little bit better than this one, because I can be friendly. I don't like too much certainty. People have said that I can be funny sometimes depending on how I feel, you know. See, this one describes me a little bit better. Honor, respect, tough, definite. I don't know, this seems very boomer. This gives me a very boomer vibe. Take charge! I'm not honor bound. Nah, I'm. This one doesn't describe me very well either. I'd say, I've noticed it's getting easier to answer the more I go through it. Huh. This one, and then this one. Welcome, considerate, special friend, nurturing, heartfelt. I've never asked, I rarely ask, people how I can help them. Cheerful, depends on my mood. Charming? Pff, not really. No, I'm not charming at all. Yeah, this one doesn't really describe me all that well. Okay, I can be like this sometimes. I like, celebration and possibilities, and I love joy. And I think I tend to look on the bright side a lot. Um, I'd say this one describes me fairly well. Um, I the only thing here is I'm generally not too enthusiastic. Uh, that one sort of depends on my mood. I like versatility, but I wouldn't say I'm super versatile. I don't know. I think the center here would describe me more than the outliers here. Um, this one's a bit tricky. Because I can immediately determine that this one doesn't describe me very well, but this one I'm unsure because the center seems to describe me pretty well, while the outside of the picture doesn't. Um, Accommodating, no. um, Open I can be sometimes. I mean, if someone's like freaking out in front of me, I guess most people would generally say everything will be okay, like just to calm them down. But like, I don't know. This one's also kind of tricky. Um, uh, like I'm not very accommodating at all. Um, I'm not very stable either. I don't know. This one's very tricky. I'd say this one, just for the center here, describes me the most. And then there's more things that describe me here than here, so I do this one for second. Um, Wait, is this just the same things? And okay, okay. I see. So I already said like a million times that the center here describes me more. Um, I'd say, I don't know. I think this one actually describes me a lot more uh, than this one. So, yeah, it's about the right order, right here. Um, uh, I don't know. Mm, uh, as I've said, I can be humble sometimes depending on like my mood. Uh, I'd say this one describes out of these. I'd say this one describes me the least. Like I can be eccentric and investigative, but I don't know. A lot of these here don't describe me as well as here and here, like between these two. Um, I don't know. I'd say out of these two, um, I'm leaning a bit towards here, like towards the middle. Uh, um, Ooh, this is tough. I'd say this one describes me the least, like, because the only thing here is individualistic. Like, the only thing that describes me here is individualistic. Uh, I don't know. I can be brave, and I do question things a lot. I don't know. I feel like I went through this before already. I don't know. I'm really like stuck between these two because like um these have some things that describe me and don't describe me. Like it depends on the situation is definitely something that I'd say. Um and I can be brave and although I wouldn't say I'm very cautious, but in here solitary and quiet are something that describe me pretty well. But also self-sufficient describes you pretty well. I don't know. It's kind of confusing between these two. I'd say I feel this a bit more than this. Um, uh, okay. Here's the Karen one. Uh, and here's like the calm boy one. Uh, no. This one probably describes me the least out of these two. Noticing a pattern here. Um, uh, I don't know. I'm not very stable, but I can be gentle, and I'm not very accommodating. Uh, I don't know. I like joy a lot, but like the live, laugh, love thing kind of makes me cringe. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Hmm. I'm leaning a bit more towards this one, but I'm not sure. Uh, you know what? I'd say here. I feel like this one. I tend to be calm sometimes. Like this one kind of describes me more than this one. I don't know. We just did this. Oh, this is gonna be boring. Ooh, boy. Um, as I said before, this one describes me. Well, compared to this one, I don't know. Hmm. Uh, I don't know. Say, um, um, I don't know. I have traits from both of these, so I wouldn't say I'm magical though. And I wouldn't say I'm certain. It's so hard to decide sometimes. Like they pit these two together, and like you don't know which one describes you more. Um, say, hmm, yeah, this one's really hard. Uh, I'd say I'd lean more in this direction than here. Um, because both of these have traits that like these almost seem I like I'd be in equal like areas here. Like these would be equal for me. I'm not like I'd say I'm pretty joyful. And I also say I'm pretty funny. Like I don't know. I'd say I'd lean more towards here. Um. Okay. This is gonna be maddening, isn't it? Um. Uh. This compared to this. Well. Uh. Mm, this one describes me the most. Just because the center of this one describes me pretty well. Um. Uh. And I'd say this one describes me more than that one. Mostly because my humbleness is very dependent on my mood, and my patience is very dependent on my mood. I wouldn't say, like, unpretentious does describe me. Um, uh, I don't know. There's more things describe me here than here. So yeah, that's my answer is there. Um, well, bringing back this one. Okay. Again, this one has a very strong center. Um, like the center of this card describes me very well. Um, so, I wouldn't say I think did I miss this one? I wouldn't say I'm too optimistic necessarily. Um, uh, hmm. I think this one describes me the most, just because just the center alone describes me a lot. Um, uh, hmm. I like freedom. I wouldn't say I'm a visionary. I can be decently creative. Aren't joyful and fun loving like overwhelmingly similar though? Like you kind of have to be joyful to also be fun loving, right? Um I can come up with ideas decently, but I wouldn't say I'm like a super idea person. Um it kind of depends with this one. I do like diversity actually now that I think about it. Um but I wouldn't say I'm I guess it depends on what you mean by diverse, as I said before. I'm just like God. I and also I'm sorry if I'm not talking super well in this video. Uh um I mean, just the live, laugh, love one like bogs this one down for me. But in terms of it describing me, I don't really know. I'd lean more towards here just a wee bit because like the freedom part and excitement. Excitement is something that describes me okay. I'd lean more towards there. Here's the calm boy again. Ooh. All these have a lot of blue on them. Uh, these are like overwhelmingly similar. I'm pretty accepting. I'm not very patient. I can see all points of view. Sometimes, but like, I'm very unpretentious. I'm pretty confused here. I wouldn't say I'm like I like comfort sometimes, but I wouldn't say I'm like a super stickler for it. I don't know. Oh, this is even close to the last part. I hope they do something different. I really hope they try something different. I don't know. Like in terms of like what I do in a situation and like what I'd tell people if they were like freaking out, I would be more the person to tell them that everything will be okay. So I guess here would be the most. And then the second would be here. Because I'm pretty unpretentious if I say so myself. Oh, there's more. Oh god. At least it's only two this time, so I don't have to like. Um. Okay, this one, the sort of peace boy, but like the very laid back peace boy. Well, okay. I don't know. Uh, I'd say this has more stuff in it that describes me than here. Um, mm, yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of this in me, but I feel like, I feel like this also has a little bit of me in it. Um, I lean a bit more towards here. Um, I tend to be fun-loving. Um, Now that I think about it, I don't know. I'd lean more towards here, I guess. Um, Again, as I've said a lot, um, I feel like this one describes me a lot. Uh, um, uh, yeah, this one describes me more than this one, definitely. Um, Here's the calm boy again. Here's the live, laugh, love. I don't know. I feel like this would describe me a little bit more, since some of these are stuff that I would say in a situation. Um, so this one. Okay, select statements in order of preference. So this test is very about preference. I wonder if that has to do with the Enneagram in any way. It probably does. Inclusion and belonging. Sense of security and physical well-being. Closeness and partnership sounds pretty neato. Inclusion, belonging also sounds pretty neato. I don't know. This one and this one. My strong desire of a sense of security and physical well-being. I wouldn't say I care too much about my well-being. Like, beyond the obvious basic stuff. And like, obviously, like, I wear a mask when I go outside, you know, because of the COVID pandemic. A sense of inclusion and belonging. It depends. I guess for me, it sort of depends. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering way too much, am I? Ugh. Inclusion and belonging can be good if it's with the right people, if I'm being honest. But I wouldn't say any of these are like my strongest desire. But I feel like closeness and partnership would be nice, would be nicer than inclusion and belonging. So, I guess here and here. I feel happiest when I have a deep and meaningful relationship. I feel happiest when I have enough resources and a sense of abundance. I feel happiest when I'm recognized for my efforts and contributions. Ooh, I think I feel all of these to a certain extent. I'd like to have a deep and meaningful relationship. But enough resources and a sense of abundance is also good. I don't know. I feel conflicted on a lot of these. I think I feel closest to, I feel happiest when I have deep and meaningful relationship. I don't know. That just feels more right to me than all of these. Um, resources in abundance versus recognized for my contributions. I don't know. I'd say I like having abundance. I like having things. So I'd say this over that. I make sure I have enough time to be with my friends and or companions. I make sure I have enough time to spend with my close connections. I make sure I have enough time, energy, and money. I mean, I don't care too much about money, but I do care a lot about my energy and like how much energy I put into like certain things. Like if I don't have the energy to do something, I just won't do it. With my close connections, what does that mean? Like your close friends? I mean, I'd like to have I mean, I have like infinite free time, but I don't really go out of my way to spend time with my friends or companions very often. It's not because I don't. It's not because like I don't like them or anything. I just don't have like the confidence to just talk to people a lot. Nor do I have like the energy to do that. Uh, I guess I'd align closer with here, and I don't know. Maybe up here, since I like spending time with friends, even though I don't do it very often. I am intense and passionate. I am practical and consistent. I am friendly and sociable. With these two, I'm kind of split between these two as my first preference. I can be intense and passionate. Depending on how I feel about someone or something. Like, I wouldn't say I'm very practical and consistent at all. So I don't know. Nor am I very friendly or sociable. So I guess, like, by deduction, I'd say this one over the rest. And then I think, I value practicality and consistency, or I'd be practical and consistent over being friendly and sociable. If I'm really being honest, what I want most is to be popular and seen as valuable in the eyes of others. No. If I'm really honest, what I most want is to be physically comfortable and at ease. I don't know. If I'm really honest, what I want most is to be close and in sync with those in my inner circle. Neither of these describe me very well. So I guess out of the three, this one would describe me the most. Just because I like being comfortable sometimes, depending on my mood. This one would be like the least for me. I really don't care how I'm seen by others. At least not very much. So I'd say this one a bit over, even though this one doesn't describe me at all either. So I am uncomfortable when I feel like I do not have what I need to feel physically safe. I'm uncomfortable when I feel that others might not think highly of me. I'm comfortable when I do not feel close to an important, intimate connection in my life. This one I don't think describes me very well. Again, I don't really care about people thinking highly of me. This one's kind of confusing for me because, like, I guess feeling physically safe would be good, but, I wouldn't say I care too hard about that. I don't know. All of these three I wouldn't say describe me very well. Although, I think out of all of them, I would have to pick this one. Um, this one would be last, so I'm just gonna pick. I do enjoy intimacy sometimes, so yeah, that one over that one. Uh, I demonstrate love by prioritizing one-on-one time with the people I want to be close to. I demonstrate love by also offering physical nurturing and sharing my resources. I demonstrate love by being of service to my family and friends. I don't like being of service to anyone, regardless of of what it is. So this one definitely going to be last. I demonstrate love by offering physical nurturing and sharing my. I'd say this one describes me more than that one, because I like one-on-one time to a certain extent, but physical nurturing like hugs and stuff like that, and I guess sharing my resources if I have some. That one would be over that one. Um, so that we can further personalize your true self's experience. Please mark which areas of life you want to improve. Huh. I don't know. Areas of my life I want to improve. Huh. Um. If I get gifts to the world. I could say emotional mastery, and maybe, like if I wanted to improve anything in my life, I guess I'll just say it, going outside more, because I almost never go outside. I guess, and socializing. If I don't know if I spelled that right, but whatever. Which of these descriptions of self do you feel most aligned with? Seeker of self, knowledge, guide or healer to others on their journey. Feel most aligned with. I guess just I don't know. I guess just regular dude who I guess stays inside a lot. I guess. Sure. Other systems like human design gene keys. If you like to see your Enneagram type relate to these other systems, let us know your birthday and we'll kick you with new resource and okay. Let's put my birthday. Alright. I don't know the time here. Okay. I'll just cut it out, whatever. I'll sign up with Google. Alright. Okay, alright. On True Self, unique personality type and comprehensive, I'll skip the intro. Wow, type 7 again. Wow. I've also tested self-preserving a lot, too. The gentle spirit. Uh, yeah, so, this is the second time I've tested 7 on Enneagram. I don't know how accurate this is, so, if you can, like, determine my answers based on this sort of video. Hi, I use the account I use to sign the personality database, so it says hi MBTI. um, yeah, so according to this test, my tri-type is 794, and my primary type wiring is 7. I guess I'll explore my profile a bit. Ooh, so 7, 9. It doesn't say like wings. Like it doesn't do wings for some reason. I don't know. Like if it says I'm 7 wing 6 or 7 wing 8. So I don't know. Okay, so you were an upbeat, spontaneous. Okay. So it's just describing the type 7. Cool. Cool. So, type me, depending on this, I guess. Like, find out what my type would be. And